So I'd just like to say a few things about the importance of what you sit on during meditation. Sometimes people are too focused on learning a meditation technique, and the whole time they're trying to meditate, they're dealing with a lot of pain or discomfort, and that comes from what they're sitting on. And it's really important to spend a lot of time deciding what works for you. Sometimes we might walk into a meditation center and see that all the cushions are exactly the same, and then we assume that we need to sit on that type of cushion. And that's really inaccurate because everybody has a unique body type. We're all different shapes and sizes and heights, and if we just try to fit in by using the same cushion that everybody else is using, there's something not quite right there. We're actually giving up our own experience in order to match some external situation. So, if you are visiting a meditation center and you see that everyone's using the same cushion, you'll probably get the response if you ask, can I bring my own cushion? They would say, that's totally okay. So don't be shy. And, even in your own practice at home, don't hesitate to find the ideal posture and the ideal cushion for you. Don't assume that you need to sit on the floor. We can do all the meditation practices that we teach sitting in a chair that we do sitting on the floor or kneeling on a kneeling bench. So don't feel like you have to be limited to what other people are doing or what you've seen in books or in meditation programs. But the basic principles about the meditation cushion or the seat is that the height has to be right for you. So you see I have a pile of cushions right next to me. Each one is a different height. And when you sit down, you want to feel like you don't have to use a lot of strain in the back, in the torso, or in the thighs to keep yourself upright. Taller people tend to need taller cushions or sometimes multiple cushions to feel like they can relax in an upright posture. So for example, if the cushion I'm sitting on now is just a little bit too short, I could just increase that height by putting a blanket on it. And see, it does feel a little bit different to me. And if that still feels too short for you, you can keep adding more blankets or try 2 cushions stacked on each other. And then if a cushion is too tall for you and you feel like you need to be closer to the earth, you can empty out the stuffing inside the cushion or choose something that's a lot shorter and then work your way up from there. The other important thing is the shape of the cushion. If you see this crescent that I'm sitting on, it has these wings here, which I like for myself because they support my thighs. You'll see that my thighs are resting right on them. I'd say that one of the top reasons people are in a lot of pain when they sit initially is that they're sitting on the wrong height cushion and also their thighs are floating up in space. So when you sit, if you feel a lot of pain back here on the sides of your thighs, or your kneecaps, or even the inner thigh, see, are your legs just hanging there? And an easy fix for that, which a lot of people use, is to put a bolster under the thighs. It could be a rolled up blanket or a yoga block or any kind of bolster. And you see that when I tuck these under my thighs and under my knees, oh, my legs can actually just sink down and release. And then there's no tension in this area or in the pelvis or the abdominal muscles or back here in the lower back. I can actually feel supported and like I can just balance myself now on my cushion and I feel upright. My spine has its natural curve and gravity is just keeping me straight like this. And I'm no longer pulling with the thighs or trying to balance my thighs in space. So if you can manage these 2 things to make sure the height of your cushion is appropriate for you and that your thighs are not floating in space. Some people are very flexible and their thighs can just flop out like that and that works for them, but for most of us, I don't think that's the case. But if you can do those 2 things, then you're well on your way to finding a comfortable meditation solution for sitting. And then you can actually engage your practice completely in a relaxed way.